So we're going into a fresh new year, and with the fresh new year comes, some kind of a sense of a renewal or rebirth, or another chance again to get it right, or to improve it, or to change it, or whatever the case may be. And you frequently see people with their New Year's resolutions around by New Year's Eve, first of the year, New Year's Day. And I think it seems lately, now that I consider it, that this was a bigger thing. Years past, more of a fad where everyone had New Year's resolutions. It was just expected that you had some manner of New Year's resolution. But I think that we've become much more jaded overall as a society. And it still goes on. There's still people that do it for sure. I mean, you see it in every gym. Dog's also celebrating. She got some new toys early. Can't keep much from that dog. But she's special, so. Cat also got some new toys. But I think this was, we've become such a jaded society that a lot of people don't even make resolutions anymore. There's still plenty that do. Like I said, you see it in every gym the first of the year. But not like you used to. I don't think so anyway. I might be wrong. That's just my perception. It's just one man's perception. And I think it's an indication that people are not necessarily happier and doing better and more satisfied with where they're at in life, but just that they just have fallen into the hypnotic days of where you're basically just doing time. You're just doing the time rather than continuing to push and strive to live a life. I just want to remind you that it is a new year, and any places that you've fallen short in the past year, and we all fall short, and we all will continue to fall short. We are only human, and look at the environment that we've got to navigate day in and day out in the outside world. Who amongst us is not going to fall short? Who of us won't fall short? When you have, that's what you have to work with out there. There's a lot of temptation, and there's a lot of tribulation, in as much as how it just tries your constitution, right? It tries your constitution, especially when you're a man or a woman that could move over onto other alternatives, but you're trying to be the better person. You're trying to improve, trying to do better. And I just want to remind you guys that you can do better. You can do better, no matter what the goals are. They can be, fix the body, right? They can be whatever physical challenge you're trying to meet and overcome. Don't give up. Maybe you set resolutions last year and you didn't obtain them. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't obtain those resolutions. Maybe, like so many people, you figure there's no point in making any New Year's resolutions. It's all bullshit. I know I'm not going to follow through. I know even if I do, I'm not going to obtain them. But you can't go there. We can't go there. I'm not going to let you go there. You can do it. You can obtain them. You can change anything you want to change. You can improve anything you want to improve. And I'm not talking about, if you want to improve your financial status, say there's, you want things, you want to own something nicer, you want a nicer home for your family, you want whatever money can buy, you want something that money can buy. There's no fault in that. You go out, you work, pay your dues, you pay your bills, you take care of the things you need to take care of. You're entitled to whatever rest and relaxation, whatever R&R you need. If that means, you want a bigger TV, then you have every right to have a bigger TV. If it's going to help let off steam, help you unwind. I've been there. I know exactly what that's about. You know? So I'm not going to say that there's not things that money can buy that can, in some regard, improve your life. But how do they improve your life? Does merely possessing it improve your life? No. Of course it doesn't. The distraction of it, I think, the entertainment of it. Isn't that what it's about? When you really look at it and you go down past the stalk, down to the seeds of your frustration or whatever the hell it is, isn't it more about, if you can't really change it, maybe we can just ignore it or forget about it for a little while. And I've been there. I know what it's about. I know what it's about. So I'm not speaking down to anybody. You work for that money. You spend that money however hell you want to. You enjoy what you want to enjoy. You know, God bless. Keep getting it. I do the same. But think of it as this. For everybody else out there, it's not all about money. Success, money does not equate to success in life. You know why? Because it's all temporary. And the money, what the hell is it worth? It's paper. It's paper that other men have told you is worth something. And so we structure a whole society about it. Money. And where did money come from? You know where money comes from. Money is a tool of enslavement. I mean, think about it. First coins minted, even crudely minted, struck by hand. You know, whose faces were on these coins? They were rulers, emperors, leaders, kings, right? And you know why? Because if I'm king shit of Turd Island, and everybody's out there on Turd Island, and I have, you know, my crew, and we're physically stronger. We've taken things. We can take things, and you guys can't because you're farmers and the whatnot. If I have you all out there, if I'm not treating you right, if I'm taking more than what's fair, right? If I just say I own all this now, we're taking over, and you will follow me and obey, and I'm going to pass laws and legislate things. And I'm going to usurp a certain percentage of all the things that you make or grow or catch. I'm going to take so much of that. In exchange for that, you get the protection of living within my sanctuary, my kingdom, right? Well, what's to stop everybody from all banding together and saying, because you outnumber us, right? What's to stop everybody from banding together and saying, you know what, this is unfair, I've had enough of this bullshit. If we all stand together, you can't take care of all of us. You can't kill us all, right? If we challenge, you can't defeat all of us together. If we're unified, we could overthrow this king or whatever. It's ruler. But if I decide, well, I'm going to create some money, and I'm going to strike my face on it, and I'm going to tell you it's worth something. And in my kingdom, it is worth something. That's what we're going to do with this money. And you're going to earn this money. And if I can get you to buy into this, and I dispense this money, right? And there are things that you can obtain with this money. The more distractions I can come up with, or the more things I can bring in from other places in the world that you'll never see. You can't get there, right? You've never seen these things, the latest and the greatest. Conveniences, entertainment. The more of these kind of things I can bring around and convince you that you want, your life will be better with, then you begin to think more in the terms of self as the individual rather than the community. You place the needs of the individual over the needs of the community or the concerns of the community. The unification goes out the window. Because now I can have you compete with each other. You know, this guy next door now, he's got a new this or a bigger that than I have. I want what he has, so I have to work twice as hard to get more of these coins. I need more money so I can go and get the same one, or I can get one better because I'm the only guy on the block now that doesn't have one that nice. I got to have that, right? If I can keep this going and keep you entertained and distracted and keep you competing with each other, then no one ever has the time or mind to all get together and say, hey, you know what? Do you guys think that maybe this guy's taking too much? That maybe we don't really need this guy? You understand what I'm saying? It's how you control people. Divide and conquer. It's how you do it. It's classic. It's how you do it. So, back to my initial point. If there's something you want to change, let's look at what's valuable enough to be worth a change. Stop it, dog. Tormenting the cat.
Because the cat's sitting in front of her tree.
If you go into a room's full of mirrors, wall to wall, like a fun house. You can see every angle of yourself in these mirrors all at once.
Harley.
And you're stripped naked and thrown in this room, stripped naked of everything, just your clothes, just what you have on you, in you. Your person, your body, and the spirit within, the ghost in the machine. That's all that's there, present in this room of mirrors. And you look around. What do you see? What do you got there? All right, let's look at it this way. Maybe this will make it a little clearer what I'm trying to get across. It's not you, it's me. All right, let's say you've met the ultimate partner for you, life partner. Just the only one like this in the world for you. And truly, the only one. The absolute one ultimate perfect partner. Let's just say, hypothetically, just go with me. And you're kind of being auditioned for this. Because everybody has an investment. They're going to invest a life with you. And this is a person that, without question, it's a certainty. You already know the future. You see the future and you're accurate and correct. This person will stand by you through everything, thick and thin. This person will always love you. This person, unconditionally, this person will always care about you. This person will always be loyal and faithful and true to you. This person will always support you everything you take on or whatever. This person's got your back. Never, never will this person deceive or lie to you or any of these things. So long as you hold up your end and follow through with your end of the agreement, with what you bring. Okay? So now, what do you bring to deserve that? What do you, out of all the other choices that exist, what do you bring? What you bring is standing in that room naked with all those mirrors that you're looking at. That's what you bring. So what is it? What is it? Is it your body? I got this body. It ain't worth shit. What's that body worth? I think, what's a dead body worth? Is it $70-some now or something?
I never priced them.
It's they say the components or whatever it is were made of. So that ain't worth shit. And even if I'm off on the figure, even if I'm off, who gives a shit? What's that body worth without the spirit that occupies it? Once the spirit's vacated this body, right? Once the ghost is no longer in the machine or the shell, what's that worth now to this person? What's that worth? It's worth nothing. Nothing. So that doesn't count. Doesn't matter if you look like me, you're 10 times better than me, you're smaller than me and look better, bigger than me and look better, younger, maybe you're heavy set, overweight, out of shape, whatever. Body isn't worth anything without the spirit that occupies it. So what do you bring to deserve this? Those are the things that you have that are valuable. Those are the things you should live your life to acquire. Those are the things you should have acquired and collected by the time they lay you to rest in that cold fucking ground where you will rot, where you are no more. That is your legacy. That is your legacy. Not how many cars you had, what kind of car you had, what kind of house you had. None of that shit. None of that bullshit. If it can be taken from you, if it can be stripped from you, then it was never yours. That's all you have. How many people do you know go through an entire lifetime and never even realize that? They're too caught up. Their self-esteem is so frail that they don't see that. All they see is the illusion. All they see is the sleight of hand. That's all they see. They're enslaved. You understand? You have one life. What if it is only one life? One life. Every year's another year. So here's another year gone. So here comes a new year. So what is it you want to change? Whatever it is, change it. Now, if you're standing in that room and you say, I'm bringing courage, I'm bringing consistency, I'm bringing a work ethic, I'm bringing a never give up attitude, I'm not a quitter, I'm bringing loyalty, I'm bringing love, I'm bringing affection, I'm bringing compassion, I'm bringing honesty, I'm bringing faithfulness, I'm bringing all a never-ending font of support for my partner. Okay? These are things that are worthy. These are things that are worthwhile. These are things you own. These are things you own that no one can take from you. Honor, loyalty, discipline, whatever. These are things. Skills you've acquired. These are things. Those are things. Okay? So as this new year comes, my challenge to you guys, and to me, and my challenge to myself, is to change something, improve something. It can't be a new TV, it can't be a new car. You can do all that. That's all fine, but be aware of what that is. You know, it's only worth however much it can make you happy, truly happy. That's all it's worth. So if it does make you happy, if it does give you some rest and relaxation, if it does take your mind off of things and keep you sane, keep you from choking the shit out of somebody, then it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile. I'm not putting it down. I do it. I do it.
Don't hate, meditate.
Don't hate, meditate. That's what my girl says. But I'm challenging you, beside all that, to change one thing that's real, to improve one thing that's real. You know why I'm challenging you? Because I'm in the same boat. I need to improve things. And it has to be this year. It has to be now. Next year, God willing, if I'm still alive, I want to improve something else, and I don't want to have to go here again. I want to be in a better standing than I am now, spiritually, as a human being, as a person, as whatever the hell it is we are. So I'm encouraging you and challenging you to do the same thing. That's all. Do the same thing. Look in the mirror and look in your own eyes. What do I need to work on? You ain't got to tell it to the world. Be honest with yourself and just do it. Just do it. You already have all the tools you need at your disposal. All right, so that's it. I hope I didn't bring anybody down. Whatever. Did you think I did? I hope not. I hope it was encouraging.
Yeah.
It's encouraging to me. I know it's encouraging to her. She wants to see me improve. And I need to improve on things.
We all need to.
We all fall short. Never be ashamed of falling short. Never be ashamed of falling short. You know, there are people in the world that you've let down. There are, all of us. There are things you've done that you regret. All of us. Otherwise, you haven't lived. You haven't lived. You know what they say, Jody? They say if you don't limp, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? By the end of it, we're all going to be limping. Anyway, there are things you can't change, but everything that's in you, you can change. So even just a little change is an improvement. All right, so have a very awesome Christmas Eve. I hope you have a merry, merry Christmas morning. And I'll be back to talk to you again, if not tonight, absolutely tomorrow morning after Santa's been here and had his milk and cookies. I hope I'm on the nice list. All right. Take care. Have a great evening. And thanks for everything.